Good afternoon, welcome back to the Reggae University, Rototom Sunsplash 2025 Special 30th Anniversary Edition. We're very pleased and privileged as usual to have a joint session here at the Reggae University and the House of Rastafari. Just to briefly remind you who we conduct these panels with. Next to me on this side you have Rototom, broadcaster and journalist from Bologna, Italy, whose Soul Shakedown Party radio show is broadcast in Bologna and on Hits 92 FM in Jamaica. At the far end of the table, you've got Pete Lilly-Cullings and Ellen Lilly-Cullings, the joint editors of Rhythm Magazine in Cologne, Germany. And myself, David Katz, author and journalist, operating out of London, England. From the House of Rastafari, next to me you have Ross Julio. A couple doors down you've got Ross Ivy. And in the middle, of course, we have Alborosie.
I'm also part of the House of Rastafari.
Yes, indeed. So I'm going to hand over to Ross Julio to say a few words about our session today and give us some context about what we're about to witness.
Yes, Rastafari greetings, blessed love one and all. So please, can I ask you kindly to give your love to original Pupa Alborosie. Yes. Okay, so let's be very clear from the beginning. This is a journey, it's a crazy adventure that we went through. So this is a disclaimer. It was a beautifully crazy adventure, very profound on many different levels, something somebody might call unprecedented. And that is what we want to take to you. The African Victory Tour. Alborosie touring in Africa, Kenya, Ethiopia, alongside some members of the House of Rastafari, King Shiloh Sound System, as we will see, and all of this was a charity tour organized by a charitable organization which is active in Africa since many years. So I'm just going to give you some context how this wonderful adventure came along and basically what happened. But before to start, I would love to pass the microphone to my brother Alborosie for a general blessing to the public. Albo, you want to say something to the beautiful people?
Should I speak English or Spanish?
Oh wow, oh wow.
¿Cómo estás, Paulín? Un placer estar aquí con todos mis hermanos, mis hermanas de Rastafari, Rototom Sunsplash Reggae Music Global International. From Africa to Spain, Jamaica, South America, Americas, you know, we spread the message to the four corners of the earth with no limitation, because everybody is a star and everybody is a brother and sister. So we all live as one love, one heart, one people, one earth. This is the planet Earth, we're all humans.
Yes. Yes, people. Give thanks, Albo. So, we are taking you through a journey now, which has started here in Rototom Sunsplash. So, from Rototom Sunsplash, we ended up in Kenya and Ethiopia. So, we also be watching the premiere of a documentary about Alborosie touring in Africa. Yes, so after a little bit of talking, you can enjoy some beautiful, beautiful footages from Africa, Ethiopia, Kenya, Alborosie, the House of Rastafari. So first of all, let us just give a little historical frame. We are in 2022, here at Rototom Sunsplash. Albo has just come off stage, and Rasaibi and I go down backstage because the promoter, the organizer, the mind behind the African Victory Tour, who is Wesemann, who unfortunately cannot be here for circumstances beyond our capacities. He had just called us saying, hey, I really would love to have Alborosie touring Africa for a charity tour. So a series of events in order to support some charitable organizations and projects in Africa. So we have just on the phone saying, hey, would you, Ras Giulio and Ras Hype, be able to go backstage and speak to Albo and invite him officially to come to Africa? 2022, right? So the concert finishes, Albo go backstage, me and Ras Hype are running down, yeah, from the House of Rastafari, which is always up there. We go backstage, and of course there is fans, there are friends, pictures, and so forth. So Albo see us, and he say, yo, Giulio, come. We are friends for many years. I am blessed and honored to be his friend for many years. So we say, Albo, how are you? Beautiful concert. Listen, we have a really important proposal for you. Say, what you're talking about, man? Would you be up to go to Ethiopia and Kenya for a charitable tour? Maybe a couple of weeks on the road in Africa, and we're gonna be performing, and the money will go to charitable organizations, deaf communities, blind community, and youth with disabilities. So the time for response was literally half a second. Alborosie said, when are we going? Yo. He did not even blink an eye. It was, Giulio, when are we going? If you're there, if the House of Rastafari is there, I'm coming. 2022. It took us 2 years to organize everything, because going in Africa is not as easy as touring and organizing in Europe, in the West, and so forth. It took us 2 years. The situation, meanwhile, in Ethiopia got a little bit complicated, and who amongst you follows the news and African news knows what I'm talking about. Yeah? Civil turmoil and things like that. Very sad situation. But after 2 years, the vision was still there. We had time to organize. So one day I'm walking through London, concrete jungle. Albo texts me, Giulio, when are we going, man? So what are we doing? I say, Albo, listen, the situation is like this. Let's wait a little bit. We are organizing. 2024 is the year. So we embark on a tour composed of 2 legs. The first leg of the tour is in November 2024, and is Alborosie alongside the King Shiloh sound system. So Alborosie on a sound system style. Beautiful. We're supposed to play in Kenya, Nairobi, and in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. And the second leg of the tour will then happen in February 2025, again Kenya and Ethiopia, but this time with a full band, the Schengen Clan. So this is the context. This is what you are witnessing now. Because when we were in Ethiopia, I said to Albo, let's not make this beautiful adventure finish here. Why don't we bring it to Rototom and we share it with the people? Yeah, we can make a nice documentary and we talk to the people about this adventure where music and culture, spirituality, and charity come together. So the organization behind this tour, the Long Trail Association, who has been founded by Wesemann many years ago, works with deaf community in Kenya and with community of young people affected by disabilities in Ethiopia. So that means that the net profit of the shows went to support these projects. Yeah, so we're talking about 100% charity tour in Africa. So what we like to consider reggae music is the people music. And I'm really privileged that I was able to share this adventure with Alborosie. And the way that you go through Africa sometimes is different than the way you travel and you perform and you work in the West. It can be challenging. So there were ups and downs. But I can definitely say, and I was sure of it, but now I can just confirm it, that Albo was the right person to embark on this adventure. So once again, give thanks to Albo. So before watching the video now, that you have some context, I would love to ask our special guest right here, how was arriving in Africa after many years of living and breathing this culture, this roots music, and having heard and sung about Ethiopia, Africa, the motherland. You were finally there.
Well, everybody familiar with my situation, they know that I live in Kingston, Jamaica, in Portland, Jamaica. So I must say, Jamaica is a little Africa. Jamaica is a little Africa. Because when I went to Africa, when I went to Ethiopia, we went to Shashamane, right? I felt like this is home. You know, I'm not far from here at all. And I see the connection between Ethiopia and Jamaica and the work that Rastafari did to unite people. Imagine this little island in the Caribbean. Imagine us in Africa, Ethiopia, Kenya. And we saw the legacy, the work of Rasta. The work of Rasta is beautiful. It's positive. It's legacy, liberty. It's you guys. Look how beautiful you are, no matter where you come from. So when I went there, I just felt like one with what I was doing from day one, when I started Rototom, with Rototom people, 32 years ago, and we're still here now. So when I went there, that was my final, the achievement of my journey. And then ultimately, when you brought me to the palace of His Majesty, and I met His Majesty, oh, what a beautiful...
Rastafari. Rastafari. So this is what we're talking about. So what about if we watch some footages? Yeah? You up for it, Pupa? All right, so could we have the video? So I want to give thanks to brother Tony Fisher. Yeah, I'm sure that you know the man. He is the man behind this beautiful work that we are about to watch right now.
Please bear with us. Technical difficulties.
Babylon tried to stop us. But we always conquer it.
Respect. Yes.
We went to Ethiopia, and it was a magical experience because it was like, you know, the finalization of my journey into Rasta, into reggae. Because reggae is Rasta, Rasta is reggae. So we went to Ethiopia, we went to Shashamane, the promised land for the Rasta people, all over the world. And it was like a reunion.
Yes, we've been visiting the elders here in Shashamane land grant. So now we're going to the HQ. Yeah, 12 Tribe HQ, where the community will gather. Yeah, to welcome Albo. Yeah, that's the Lord. That's the Lord.
I connect the missing link, and I, you know, it's like a conclusion of a journey, and it's the beginning of a new. Well, when you
sing about Rasta Selassie for many years, and you need to go to Ethiopia. It is a must, because you really find the root of your culture. I spent my whole life studying reggae, being reggae, eat reggae, sleep reggae. So Ethiopia is the final destination. That it is like giving you a diploma. So, you know, you graduated, you got it, you have it, you know, so for me that's Ethiopia.
Welcome each and everyone, Selassie. Blessed love, virgin. Welcome, man. You throw me off, I confused, I don't know what to say, but I get back my theories.
Right here in Ethiopia, it's the only cure for glaucoma. Right now, I am yes. So there will be no more.
Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks, because all good and all pleasant. And unity is strength. And wherever we were weak, we will make strong. Give thanks to the elders before us. Give thanks to Brother Carl and the school and each and everyone.
Give thanks to the Idem for such a welcome.
Selassie.
It's always a joy that anytime we come forward, we see the progresses.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and the work is growing and growing and growing.
Yes.
So giving thanks for holding the corner,
Yes.
holding the faith, and advancing in material progress. Because we know that Rastafari, His Imperial Majesty say, spiritual and material.
Balance, hand in hand.
Only one dictating that the whole world shines. So there will be no more, no need.
It was a great experience to see the legacy of His Majesty, what he left for Rasta people from all over the world. And it was a great exchange of energy, and I really enjoyed my time there. We're gonna go back, definitely. And then I realized that Jamaica is it's a bigger Shashamane.
For the culture, 876 to the world. Bossa Blanc for the culture.
This beautiful church here was built in 1880 by Emperor Menelik II. So he was directly involved in the construction of this church in order to get blessing from the Most High on Ethiopian soil for the Ethiopian people. So this was called the Place of the Trinity. Translated was the Place of the Trinity. Then, when Haile Selassie I built the Selassie Church, which is just a few meters from this one, then this changed the name, and it became the Descent of the Sun. So this is traditional church built by Menelik, and now they are embellishing it. They are making it all nice with food decoration, red, gold and green all over, because they are preparing for a celebration on Sunday morning, very important celebration. So it's a beautiful example of traditional churches from the 19th century.
His Imperial Majesty, he was there in spirit, and I came back a different person, definitely. No, I am good now.
Yeah, for the culture.
These two came from foreign countries. The one at the bottom is from the US and one on top from London. Yeah? And they couldn't fit in this mausoleum, so they had to take the bag out and replace them. So the one on the bottom is placed there, is Haile Selassie, and the grandson of His Majesty was placed here, and it's now there. Is that little young man.
So much history. Julia, Wagwan, tell me something.
I can tell you one simple thing, just to make you understand how important is this day. I come to Ethiopia since 22 years. I keep coming to Ethiopia. It's the first time I managed to visit this place here. First time. And the guide that was with us, Rassam, who is an Ethiopian and lives in Ethiopia, for him is the second time. So this is a very special moment. Usually you cannot access this part.
Leul Genet.
I'll do it now. Come again, Ras?
I said Leul Genet.
Yes.
Was Majesty Palace. When we get to him, Papa, and him, we give it to be the site of the first university.
Yes. Leul Genet.
So this is the bedroom of Haile Selassie, and they said that he leaves it just as it is. Nothing was touched, nothing was moved, or nothing was shifted.
The bedroom. Wow.
So imagine when the emperor and the empress were walking through these rooms, and they were meeting, and they were talking, and the imperial family was literally stepping through these rooms where we are walking now. So this is something very, very special. Something very, very special.
You're gonna sing with me. Everybody sing on.
As I said, it's not a utopia, it's Ethiopia.
In Jamaica, talks war over ya. Hey, Prime Minister, sit and watch ya. People are ball.
No time so that the first Rasta school in East Africa can start rolling. All of these people are teachers.
We, the Rastafari community in Kenya, are here to remind ourselves you must be proud of who you are. You must teach your children of who you are and where you come from. Because the ancestors of the world, everyone else, be it Japanese, Chinese, Russian, European, everyone have history from the black race.
Many years Rasta say things and everything just reveal itself. Babylon system, Babylon shall fall, legalization is now. And we see that the world is actually accepting and transforming to the truth.
Yes.
So if you listen to the message, you will find that it's still relevant today.
Yes.
After 60, 70, 100 years. Imagine now from now to 100 years from now.
Yes.
The message is the message and the truth is the truth.
The water to rock, so we get the plan jack. It's a shock attack, government turn them back on we. We are go suffer. We tough like a rock, but we're step on butter. It will get better, yeah, it not get better. 100 degrees and we wearing sweater. War over ya. Hey, Prime Minister, sit and watch ya.
You can't deny the truth. And
years after years after years.
Yes, and because we talk about freedom. Freedom is a must. And we talk about the Babylon system, you know. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for the atomic energy. And none of them can stop the time.
Welcome to Kibera. Welcome to Nairobi. Welcome to East Africa, Kenya. Yeah.
The last guy.
Forever shall be. Aye, aye. Empress Waisano,
It's the first time I see it. It's beautiful. Thank you very much to everybody.
So I don't know if we're grasping the levels here. I don't know if these 12 minutes of images, footages, how much can they convey to you? But the warmth, the energy, the vibrancy, the faith, the spirituality, and the physical, spiritual involvement into this was just magic. So we have been blessed to visit the Rastafari community in Shashamane, the Rastafari community in Kibera, Kenya, Nairobi. Kibera is the second largest ghetto in the world. Yeah? So we're talking about 3 million people living in a slum, right? So this ancient here that we want to honor, ancient Lujuron, who has recently passed on the next realm. Yeah, he was the ancient leader of the Rastafari community in Kibera. They had welcomed us. They brought us through the ghetto to visit the different parts of the slums, and we received such a beautiful welcome from these people, this community that since 30 years are present in the ghetto, and they help the youths not getting involved in the crime, in the gangs, yeah, not becoming gunmen. So they are doing a huge work, and I just want to add one final thing to the Kibera community, to who we are sending our love and respect. When we returned to Nairobi for the second leg of the tour, and Albo played live with the Schengen band, we officially invited the Rastafari community from Kibera to come on stage and open the live show with a Naya Bingi session. And I and my daughter, Mariam, we went through directly inside the community and asked the permission to the ancient. And the ancient was thinking a moment. It took a few seconds, and he said, "Boy, we never go at the rub-a-dub," meaning we don't get involved in the reggae music business. We never go rub-a-dub. But it's time for Rastafari to come under the light. So yes, Ras Julio, we do accept your invitation, and we will come with the full community to the Alborosie show, and we will open with the sacred chants of Nyabingi. So the night of the show, we had one minibus, 2 minibuses arriving, full, jam-packed of Rastafari inside, with drums, with portable kitchens, with red, gold, and green flags, all kind of Rasta man, woman, child, all kind of Rastafari squeeze inside the van. And when they open the sliding door, they keep coming out and out and out. I couldn't even count how many there were inside. And all of them were present to open the concert of Pupa Alborosie. So, Albo, it was a special time and a special moment. So, what can you tell us about Shashamane now?
Well, Shashamane is the promised land, obviously. And it's a great experience. But as I said to you, I was surprised to see a Jamaican community within Ethiopia. And it was incredible, like I felt home, like, you know, talking to people, like, you know, the chat part was, "Oh, go on there, you know, yeah, man, where yo, this and that." And it sounds like I'm in Jamaica. It looks like I'm in Jamaica. So I felt home, because every day when I wake up, I drive through Shashamane, which is Kingston City. I drive through the garrisons, the pretty lanes, the uptown, the downtown. And I felt like, oh, this is Jamaica for real. So I see the work of His Majesty. I can see the work. I feel the spirit, the journey, you know, it's clear. And no matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, as long as you go with His Majesty's spirit, you will be safe.
Rastafari. Yes, I. So, talking about His Majesty now. We were in the car, Albo, Tony, I think also Gianni, who I want to thank anyway for being with us and believing in this from day one. Respect Gianni, wherever you are, I don't see you. Enough love. So we were in the car and we were coming back from Shashamane. And I told Albo, so what was the vibe at Shashamane? What's your opinion? And he said to me, it was great, it was like being in Jamaica, it was fantastic. But, he said, Giulio, I really came here to meet the king. So this is the sentence that I would love everybody to bring back home. I come here to meet the king, His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I. So, can you break down that for us? Meeting the king. We went to the palace, we went to Addis Ababa, in the city of the King of Kings. Which was your vibe, your emotion, your mind state when we were there, in the palace, through the city?
I dedicate my life to reggae and the message of reggae and the red, gold, and green. So it's the same like when I was like 17, 18, I was playing reggae, I was singing reggae, but something was missing. So I had to go to Jamaica, right? To feel reggae, to eat reggae, to sleep reggae, to be reggae. It's the same principle now with Selassie. You've been singing about Selassie in a way that, you know, is freedom, is knowledge, spiritualism, liberty, power. But you never actually go to his house. Nobody never invite you to the palace to sit down with His Majesty. Because flesh is not the only way. Spirit and spiritualism is a major part in our life. And we're all distracted by this. The new Babylon system is here. All the corruption inside here. So more time we forget about the soul. So be careful with meta. In Spanish, meta, my meta is like, you know, la meta, come in Italiano. Goal. My goal. Be careful of this meta. We live in this world, so we have to accept the rules and the regulations. So for me, it was like, I finally met my spiritualism. Because we're all spiritual, right? We celebrate Christ in 2025 because of the man, Christmas because of the man, La Pascua, Easter because of the man. But do we know the man? Do we remember the man, or we don't remember the man? So we have to remember Selassie also. And spiritualism, that is essential in our life. So to me, to go to the palace of His Majesty, being invited to his house, to see the bedroom, a man sleep at night, the bathroom with a man bathe, to see the man himself, and I realize what it's all about. Spiritualism have to be balanced with materialism, because this is the world where we live in. So now I'm a bigger person, a better person than I was before, because I, you know, completed my journey.
Rasta. Yes, I would love to have Rasabi here. Can you, Rasabi, give a little context of the organization and the works in Ethiopia of the Long Trail and the works that Wesemann has been doing with you as well? So Albo went on a charity tour, so let's speak a little bit of the charitable aspect of this tour. Give thanks, Rasabi.
Give thanks, Rastafari. Yes, Wesemann came to Ethiopia after growing up with reggae music, going to King Shiloh dances through his youthful days. And when he was moving to Ethiopia, he went to see King Shiloh and said, "You recognize me?" They said, "Yeah, you come to our dance every time." He said, "I'm moving to Ethiopia." They said, "Okay, we have a brother there, Rasabi." See his link? So Jos Wesemann came to Ethiopia and we linked up. And he had in mind, he wanted to do tours, he wanted to do charity works. I had been living there that time for maybe 18, 19 years. So I had my own ideas, so we started to work together. And Jos is representing an organization called Dires for Development. So we work with physically disabled youths and youths with hearing impairment. And we teach youths to be sports trainers. Handicapped youths, we teach them to be sports trainers. Then they go out to the schools where there are physically disabled children and youths and train them, because most parents don't know that a handicapped youth can play football. Yeah? So we reach thousands of youths every day. And we had an organization called Rastafari.travel for a few years until Jos thought that it was too narrow. Rastafari maybe was just too narrow for people, so we changed the name to Roots and Culture Travel. And it's going on, the project is going on. Jos Wesemann has moved on and settled himself in Kenya, so now he's also working in Kenya with the same program. And I want to stop here and say something. I've been living in Ethiopia for 25 years, and my first set of children grew there. I live in the midst of the community, and one question I hear all the time from the younger ones is, where are the artists? Where are all the reggae artists that sing about Africa? Where are they? And here comes Ras Alborosie. We are so proud. We are so proud to be able to bring an artist who have the heart. Because as Rasta people, we always say, a heart for a kingdom, a heart for a king man. Alborosie have the heart. The same second when he was asked to come to Ethiopia on a charitable works, not a paid work, mind you, a charitable works, there was no doubt it was yes immediately. And I'm very, very proud, and I would love to see more artists have that same humbleness to come forward to Mama Land, because Africa, Ethiopia need the reggae music. We have seen what reggae music does in the world. Reggae music has the power to bring a unity amongst people, bring love, bring harmony, and it's well needed. And of course, people in Africa, just like everywhere else, they love reggae, they grew up with reggae, but very few times they have chance to see the man behind the tunes. So I don't know how to express this, but it was a highlight. It was a very, very unique, and it wasn't once, it was twice. So give thanks.
I thank you.
That's all I
very
can
much.
say.
Thank you. And you didn't tell them that you went to the safari to see the lions and the hyenas, and that was crazy, yo. To see the lions, actually, I was there in the car and see the lions attacking, like, oh shit, like, I felt like, so, this is incredible, man, a great experience, and we're gonna do it again. Yeah, man, definitely, I'll be back, because I am there now, connected, as I said to you, all the time.
Yes.
But we're going back there, so I will really thank you all, thank you for the opportunity. It's a growth. Internal growth, spiritual growth. So not only physical, spiritual. And I say to you before I go, you go spiritual. When you go spiritual, you will never fail. Remember that. Keep God in your heart. Keep focus on your dreams. And just do your work. Because you came to this earth to do your work. No matter what you do, just do your work. And you will see the results.
Yes, give thanks. Are there any questions from the family, the Reggae University family?
Yes, Albo, that it must have been an incredible experience. And how did this translate into your everyday life or your music? How does this experience manifest in, who you are after the journey?
I'm here now at the Reggae University, so I feel like I'm a professor. Well, I experience everything. Myself as an artist, and then myself meeting His Majesty, beautiful people, the Rasta community, go to Africa, discover that Jamaica is a little Africa. I'm a professor. I'm good. I have my diploma, right? Yes. You didn't give me my diploma. I want my diploma. Say thank you. I have my diploma. I'm strong. Look, I am Rasta strong.
So do we have the roving microphone? We'd like to give the opportunity for the good people here to put your questions to our special guests. And okay, roving microphone is ready. Audience, are you ready? Who's got a question for Alborosie, Ross Julio, and Ross Ivy about these transformative experiences in Africa? Okay, we've got a question over here.
When is the next trip?
My next trip is tonight on stage at Rototom Sunsplash.
Yes. More, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Hello, we are from Austria. Are you planning to come to Austria one day? You? Yes?
I'm always there. I live there. We did I think 3 shows this year in Austria. Yes.
Okay, I didn't know. Thank you.
Focus. Well, I love Austria. I live my life all over the world, and I'm a citizen of the world. I'm not Italian, I'm not Jamaican, I'm a world citizen. They gave me a passport. They tell me, you can't go there, you can't be here, you can't go there. But I go all over the world anyway, because I live here on planet Earth.
Okay, yeah, question at the back.
This question is far. We have time to...
Yes, bless up everybody. Thanks for this wonderful movie and for this conversation. And bless up. I wanted to know, because we saw the beautiful pictures of Shashamane, but I think the people there, they are struggling also. It's not so easy for them, for the Rastafarian community in Shashamane. So I wanted to know how their situation is there now. Also in connection with the rest of the population in Shashamane, of the non-Rastafarian people, because when I visited, they were struggling a lot with the government also.
Thank you for your very interesting question, very important. Maybe Ras Ivy is a perfect person to answer this, considering that you have been living there for almost 30 years.
Okay, give thanks. Yeah, Shashamane community has gone through its ups and downs, if we say like that. It is a struggle. It has been a struggle since Ethiopia turned its back on their emperor. Yeah? Since 1974-75, there has been a struggle. But life, we know that the hotter the battle is what? Thank you. So we don't mind the struggle, you know. Because when you've been working, Alborosie see it, I see here, he meets certain of the musicians. We have certain musicians, world musicians, very skillful singers and players of instruments who have moved back or moved forward and repatriated to Shashamane. And they will all tell you that they never regret that move, because Ethiopia is a very unique country. And the good news seldom reach out. what you hear is propaganda, what you hear, I'm not saying the place is perfect, but a lot of the good news about Shashamane, Ethiopia and Africa never reach. But we are in that unique time now when we see that the tables are turning, so the so-called third world is now becoming right on top. So Ethiopia is also growing, and our community is influencing the life, not just in Shashamane, but worldwide. So we have the school, as you have witnessed, the Shashamane JIDC school. Well, that school is not just for Rasta children. There is 90% local youths and 10% of Rasta family children there. And it's probably one of the only schools in Ethiopia where 100% of the children actually go through and can continue their studies. So, yeah, Shashamane is like the Ras is saying, it is a promised land, because Haile Selassie did grant this to black people in the West through Ethiopian World Federation. So it is a promised land. But it's a land of milk and honey, and you have to grow some soya beans, some soya milk, and take care of the bees to get some honey. Nothing come easy. But we are there, we are struggling, and we are overcoming. Thank you so much.
Thanks and praises. I wanted to know if you think it could be a proper time to bring reggae and Rasta in public schools, like in the next years. I mean, I'm from Italy and I'm going to work like with children. So what do you think, like in the next years, it could be a proper time, the time could be mature to bring Rasta wisdom to children in public schools?
Yes, give thanks. Well, it's great, and it's, as a matter of fact, we have been doing it from the last 13 years, I think, in Italy. Many workshops in Italy in the schools, especially during the time where the students, they can really have some free time, yeah? So it's called like self-management week during the year, la settimana autogestita, yeah? It's a time where the students can propose their own lessons, their own agendas, their own activities, yeah? So we as a Rastafari community, especially in Perugia, in the place where I live, we have been going there many times, sometimes 2, 3, 4 days in a row, and we have been having lessons about Bob Marley, Jamaican history, the slave trade, and the birth of Rastafari, and sometimes we go even deeper on a spiritual level, like, you know, those aspects of the Rastafari livity that can really affect positively the life of the people. Last year, my daughter, for example, she organized in her school the two mornings with the students, and we were talking about how to choose your direction in life when you finish school, according to what Rastafari teaches us, yeah, that you have a mission in life and that you don't just want to go out there and look for money, but there is a way that you can inspire this world, elevate this world. So it's a work that has been going, and we need to do it more. So the more we are, the better the thing gets done. Thank you, brother.
As is I, blessed love, give thanks for the inspiration, Pupa Albo, all out of Rastafari. I just want to ask if it's for Pupa Albo, if you had the opportunity in Ethiopia to meet some artists, some musician from Ethiopia, because I can imagine how difficult it could be from an artist from Kenya or Ethiopia to come out to the world, and maybe the connection, the link with a big man in this musical scene like you could help. So I just wanted to ask this. Give thanks.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we met artists, right?
Yeah, man, enough of them.
We made enough of them. We made connections. And, you know, during my journey in music, I always bring people on board. That's what I do. I'm not a selfish guy. You know what I'm saying? When you come to my table, there's a plate of pasta for everybody. I eat a pasta for myself, and I give pasta to you also. Because that's the meaning of Rastafari, to share. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You will see my journey in music, and I do combinations with a lot of young artists. You have some artists, you know, no disrespect, not judging nobody, because I don't care to judge people. I have to judge what I do, not what people do. But a lot of artists, they like to work with the big guys, you know, with the superstars, whatever. I work with anybody, because that's the meaning of music. That's the meaning of something like today. We come together, we discuss, we share the energy, we sweat, we listen, we speak, and then later on we go to the show, enjoy the music of Rasta. So this is the meaning of, you know, unity. And yes, we're gonna do work with them. We have some artists from Ethiopia, and we keep going like that, share experiences.
And I can testify, before the show in Addis Ababa, the second show, the live show, we had a press conference at the hotel, and there were many young upcoming artists. So one of them came to Albo, very humble, say like, greetings Pupa Albo, I'm a young artist, come out of Ethiopia, I do dancehall, hip hop, reggae, and Albo say, are you good? Yeah, I mean, I'm trying my best. Okay, so get ready tonight on the Herbalist, on the second segment, you come on stage. This was real, man. This was real. This is Albo. This has been our experience, a very human experience. Yeah? The bottom line is that we are human being, spiritual and material together, but we are human being. And we had a very human / spiritual / divine journey together. But it was for the human being, from the human being, a celebration of humanity. And on this note, I would love to say one very, very, very short thing. On our agreement before to start this adventure, on the agreement, there were many days in which Albo was invited to come and visit the humanitarian projects. That means waking up very early, getting on minibus or on a 4x4 and go through the countryside, up on the hills, and you know, it's very hot, you get thirsty and sweaty and things like that. And the objective is to go and visit the humanitarian project, the deaf communities. So there is no music involved, there is no press conference, there is no journalists, there is no ticket sales. It's pure humanitarian. And we did them all. And I want to give thanks to Albo for this.